I have yet another medical stock for you today, and it is a biopharmaceutical company too, which is a hot topic right now. And it has the potential to potentially 3x. Yes, I know, bold claim. But the thing is, analysts are saying the same thing. This stock has some very near-term catalysts, and I am very, very bullish on this one. So let's take a look at what is so exciting about Aileron Therapeutics, ticker symbol ALRN. In this video, we are covering who are they, news that's coming out, upcoming catalysts, stock action, analyst price predictions, and what am I doing with all this information. What is happening, investors? Dean here, and I hope you're all doing well. I am personally doing great so far this year. My stock picks for you have been on point. We spoke about Aileron Therapeutics when it was below $2.50 a share. Since then, they have ran up about 55%, and they have even run up more in the after hours. I can see them continuing to go up next week. If that doesn't give you a good reason to subscribe to my channel, then I don't know what will. Also, if you want to check out that video on Aileron Therapeutics, I'll leave it at the end of this one, but don't get off this video yet because we have some really good things that you definitely would not want to miss out on. Before we start, I need to warn you that in this video, there is a lot of reading. I will try to condense it as much as I can, but it is really important stuff that you definitely want to know. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. So who are they? We are focused on transforming the experience of chemotherapy for cancer patients, enabling them to fight cancer without the fear or burden of chemotherapeutic-induced side effects. We are advancing ALRN 6924, our first in-class dual MDM2-MDMX inhibitor, currently in clinical development to provide a single medicine to protect multiple healthy cell types throughout the body from chemotherapy, whilst ensuring chemotherapy continues to destroy cancer cells, in addition to potentially reducing or eliminating multiple side effects. It may also improve a patient's quality of life and help them better tolerate chemotherapy, potentially allowing patients to complete their treatment without dose reductions or delays. Our long-term vision is to provide chemo protection for patients with P53 mutated cancers, which represents approximately 50% of cancer patients, regardless of cancer type or therapeutic drug. They actually have a nice, simple to understand overview of their drug, so we'll just read over that real quick before getting into some recent news. ALRN 6924 is our first in-class dual MDM2/MDMMX inhibitor, currently in clinical development to provide a single medicine to protect multiple healthy cell types throughout the body from chemotherapy while ensuring chemotherapy continues to destroy cancer cells. Chemotherapy targets cells that are cycling or undergoing the process of cell division. In cancer cells, the cell cycle is unchecked, which leads to uncontrolled cell proliferation, a hallmark of cancer. Certain types of healthy cells also naturally need to cycle, such as bone marrow cells, hair follicle cells, skin cells, and cells lining the oral cavity and the gastroline tract. As a result, chemotherapy targets and kills both cycling healthy cells and cycling cancer cells. This in turn leads to a spectrum of chemotherapy-induced side effects from unpleasant to life-threatening. So from what I'm understanding here is that it is not a replacement of chemotherapy, but rather works with chemotherapy to protect healthy cells. So rather than the chemo destroying both healthy and unhealthy cells, with this, chemo would only be killing the unhealthy cells. Now, I know nothing about medicine, so please take this with a grain of salt. This is just what I've understood from my research. Let's look at some recent news they had. They have announced completion of $35.9 million registered direct offering with participation by new fundamental health investors, Acorn Bioventures, BVM Partners, LP and Maven Investment Partners. They had a direct offering of 32,630,983 of its shares of common stock at a purchase price of $1.10 a share for gross proceeds of $35.9 million before deducting placement agent fees and other offering expenses. New fundamental investors including Acorn Bioventures, BVF Partners, LP Maven Investment Partners, and Green Oaks Capital participated in the offering in addition to several existing investors, including Stata Medical Technology Partners and Lincoln Park Capital Fund LLC. With the proceeds from the benefits, they believe that its cash and cash equivalent and investments will enable it to fund its current strategic plan into the second half of 2023, including the planned clinical trial of ALRN 6924 in patients with advanced non-small cell lung cancers. For decades, the medical community has largely been resigned to the sad reality that the chemotherapy destroys healthy cells while destroying cancer cells. 2021 holds the promise to begin to shift this long-held mindset with the imminent PDUFA date and potential approval of the industry's first chemotherapeutic agent, one which, similar to ALRN 6924, aims to protect healthy cells from chemotherapy's side effects. Given the increased interest in the chemo protection and the significant unmet medical need, we believe ALRN 6924 has the potential to have an important and broad role in proactively preventing chemotherapy's harmful effects on cancer patients. So now they have money to last them to 2023, and there are a lot of people in the medical community excited, which gets me excited as an investor. And I just like to reaffirm that they've got money till 2023, and it's always really good, especially with these penny stocks. Time to get into the catalyst of this company. Aileron Therapeutics provides business update and outlines 2021 strategic priorities. I just want to highlight here, February 2021 will mark a critical milestone for the emerging chemoprotection field. The first PDUFA date chemoprotection agent. While that therapeutics focus is, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that, or the concept of protecting bone marrow cells from the chemotherapy-induced toxicities, we view chemoprotection potential through a broader lens. We believe that due to its mechanism of action, ALRN may have the potential not only to protect bone marrow cells from chemotherapy, but also protect other cells such as hair follicle cells and cells lining the oral cavity, among others. Currently, there are no therapies to prevent hair loss or the painful mouth sores that patients undergoing chemotherapy often experience due to chemotherapy's destruction of healthy cells. They announced additional details about its planned phase 1B clinical trial in patients with advanced NSCLC. The company plans to begin patient enrollment in the second quarter of 2021, subject to obtaining funding for the trial, and expects that randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trial will be part of a registration program designed to ultimately support the approval. They anticipate of enrolling approximately 40 patients with stage 4M NSCLC undergoing treatment for the first-line carboplatin double chemotherapy with or without an immune checkpoint inhibitor. Patients will be randomized 1-to-1 to receive either 0.3 milligrams of the treatment or a placebo. Endpoints will include the effect of the treatment to limit chemotherapy-induced bone marrow toxicities. Aileron anticipates to report initial results from the trial in the fourth quarter of 2021 and full results in mid-2022. So just there's three things you want to consider. You have them beginning patient enrollment in the second quarter of 2021, and you have results coming out at the end of 2021 and also in mid-2022. So in 2021, they plan to report additional results from ongoing phase 1B clinical trial in patients with SCLC. Okay, so this is the near term. Pay attention here. In October 2020, Aileron presented positive clinical data from a trial demonstrating clinical proof of concept that treatment with their treatment resulted in a protective effect against severe anemia, again, another word which I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce, and neutropenia in patients with mutated SCLC treated with topotecan. The data set from this trial, which Aileron plans to announce in the first quarter of 2021, will include results from all dosing levels. So pretty much they conducted a trial in October 2020, and now in first quarter 2021, the results are going to come out, which could be a huge catalyst for this company. As you can imagine, we could see the stock skyrocketing off this. Let's quickly go over the stock action before talking about some price predictions. As you can see, this stock is very volatile. bouncing up and down from one day to the next. And if you look at the monthly chart, you can see that we're up a decent amount, around 85%, which is still down from 52-week highs of $2.47. Analysts have this stock as a buy right now with an average price target of $4.11, which is nearly 3x where they are today. And the high rating is $5 and the low rating is $2, which still represents an upside. I can personally see them hitting $4 catalyst, which we spoke about, happen. And also when people start hearing about this stock, I am definitely planning to buy this on market open. Initially, I was intending to just swing trade this, but when I see all these amazing things that they're doing and the fact that there's going to be even more catalysts in the long term with the results of their other trial, it's just really exciting for me. I also really love the fact that they have money to last them till 2023. So I'm really bullish on these guys. I see them as a great company. Personally, I see great opportunity. Analysts see the same thing. But again, I am not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Of course, always do your own research before investing. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers by 2021. So you could really help me do that. And be sure to turn on the notification bell so you can jump in on these stocks early. If you look at my past videos, you will see for yourself that we've been really good at it. Again, I'll leave the video for Aileron Therapeutics at the end of this one. So click on that to see if there's still some opportunity there for you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Till next time, have a good one.